everyone, welcome back to my next smartwatch review. Today we have the Jelloo EIGIIS KE3 Smartwatch. Now I know nothing about this watch. This comes to us via the Temu influencer program, where they put a little bit of money in my account and told me to go buy some products and do a review, which is what I plan to do. But I bought 3 smartwatches because that's just kind of a specialty of mine. I like to do smartwatch reviews. If you've never seen one of mine, then know that I'm going to go charge this up to its full extent and then go wear it for several days and come back with my full, fair, and honest review. This comes with a user manual. You know, this looks easy to read. It's going to be Fit Cloud Pro app, so there we go. It's got some sort of connectivity guide, which looks easy to read. It has a charging cable that will be a magnetic charger, so that will snap onto the back of the watch. Oh, this is nice. Okay, this is really nice. It comes with a silicone wristband installed already, and it comes with an optional steel band. So I like that a lot. I like anytime one of these smartwatch manufacturers gives me a spare band, and it comes with a little tool for taking links out of that steel wristband. So this is pretty neat. No more hammers with little tacks or fine nails and trying to pound these out. You would just put this in, you would put the wristband in this little device here, and then you screw it tight and it would push the pins out of the links to take links out to get the thing to fit your wrist. So that is all very nice. Let me push all of this out of the way and zoom in on the watch here a little bit. It has a protective film over the face of the watch. All right, and it looks like that wraps all the way around to the back, and it does. So let me pull that apart. This looks like it will have, and I don't want to guess, but I'm guessing it's going to have both green and red diodes just based on the number of windows here. Looks like a solid case. This guy is going to have a flashlight on the side and some buttons. I don't know. Let's see if we can get it to light up and come to life if there's any battery out of the box here. All right, there we go. It says hello. So I just showed you what comes out of the box. I'm going to go charge it up, wear it for several days, but at some point I will be able to figure out how to turn this light on. And I reviewed one of these watches with an LED flashlight before, and my determination was that flashlight was on this side of the watch. It would work really, really well if you were right-handed. This one, I think, because the LED light is on the right side of the case, this is going to be more suited for a left-hander, because as you're working with something in front of you, that light is going to be oriented in the correct direction. So let me charge this up, wear it for several days, and come back with my full, fair, and honest review. That will come to you just in a matter of seconds through the magic of editing. I am going to mix things up today and go to the app first and then come back to the watch, because you know what? It's my channel and I get to do whatever the heck I want. But you have a comprehensive screen here on the home page. It will give you your sleep from last night. It will give you your amount of deep sleep, light sleep, and awake times. That's as deep as this analysis goes. You can go back and you can look at your previous night's sleep, okay, and get the statistics from those. It gives you your heart rate. I have it set up to take automatic measurements. I'll show you that in a minute, but it'll give you your highest, your lowest, and your average. I think that's fairly credible. And it will give you your blood oxygen saturation, or SpO2. You have to take these measurements on demand, either by pressing the start button in the app or going to the SpO2 function on the watch, which I'll show you in a little bit. This says it's going to take a minute, so I'm going to stop that, but blood oxygen saturation 97%, I believe that. The little running guy on the top left of the screen, if you press that, this gets you into your activity or your sports modes or your recorded sporting events. Here is a gym exercise that I did yesterday. It gives you an estimated kilocalorie burn. It tells you your total time engaged in that activity and your average heart rate. And you can go into the diagram here and get a little bit more detail. Tells you, the amount of time you spent in various heart rate zones: warm up, fat burning, aerobic, anaerobic, and maximum effort. And it gives you your heart rate traced throughout that workout. That's as deep as this goes. It is not a GPS watch, but if you're doing an outdoor activity, you could enable location services on your phone and get a little bit more accurate information from there. So I just wanted to point out, where you get into that set of activities, because it's not obvious. And then let's go into some device settings. You can raise to wake. That means when you lift your wrist, the watch will automatically come on. I usually turn that off to save battery life. Push notifications. You can choose what you want to send from your phone over to the watch when connected via Bluetooth. Activity reminders. That's, I believe, for standing and drinking. Okay. And dial library. There are actually a lot of different watch faces in the app, so there's plenty to choose from. You're likely to find one that you like. And sports push, there's a library of various sports in here that you can choose and then push or download to the watch. It doesn't have all of these in memory by default, so pick and choose the ones you like. There's that raise to wake, elevated heart rate measurement warning. I turned that off. Automatic health monitor, I have that enabled. You get the idea. Now here, this is another one where you can choose whether you're wearing the watch on your left wrist or right wrist, and I like that. And then here is where you would change from 12 to 24-hour time system, so I like that as well. And then there are some personal settings in here. You can connect it, you can set your personal goals, you can change your units from imperial to metric. You can connect it with either Google Fit, Health Connect, or WeRun. And that's about it. So that's the app. It's clean. It gets the job done. So let's come back to the watch. If I press the upper right button, that will turn my watch face on. And if I swipe from top to bottom, I can get into some brightness settings here. I have it turned up all the way for the purposes of this review, but I find it plenty bright even on the lowest setting. All right. You can get into settings, you can change your menu styles, you can have more of a icon type look. Here are your display settings, watch face switch. This is the watch face I like best, obviously. Let's go back into these settings. Brightness, screen time, I'm going to bump that up for the purpose of this review, so I've got it all the way up to 30 seconds before it turns itself off again. And there's that raise to wake feature you can turn on and off right from the watch. Okay, let me go back to the start. If I swipe from the bottom up, this gets me to my SMS messages. When connected via Bluetooth, it will pull these in from your phone if you have those push notifications turned on. This works fine. I'm very happy with it. All right, and if we swipe from right to left, this is our activity summary for the day, kilocalorie burn estimate, number of steps, distance traveled, and there's a little more detail down below if you swipe up. Okay, then we have your heart rate mode here. Here we have your sleeping from the previous night, and you can go back and see previous nights as well by swiping up. And it will pull the weather from your phone when you're tethered via Bluetooth, okay? This will not save this in memory when you disconnect from Bluetooth, so keep that in mind, and I will prove that point in a minute here. You have a music controller to control the music on your phone from the watch when tethered via Bluetooth. And then you keep going and you get into your exercise modes. I've got elliptical, rope skipping, and strength training, and some other ones up on the top here. And then you keep swiping, and this lets you add another tile if you wish, but I have them all there already. So those are the basics of the watch. If I swipe from left to right, there's a little shortcut menu. If I press that top button once, button twice, it will, let's just go through these features from the start. Here's your telephone mode. This works as a speakerphone when tethered via Bluetooth. I've tested it multiple times. It works well. You've got a built-in speaker and microphone here, and I will point out that this is an alloy metal case, so it's a pretty rugged watch. I think it's pretty tough. It's going to last a while, so I like that. It's got a 300 milliamp battery in it, so good battery life. Let's see, I've been wearing it for a few days and I still have 66% battery life without charging it. So that's pretty good. Contacts, you can have your call records, voice assistant, data, workout. Here are your workout records. Okay, there's that strength training I did in the gym last night. Here's your heart rate. Here's your sleep tracking. Here's your blood oxygen saturation, or SpO2. And for here, it does indeed have the red diode. So you see there, it has both the green and the red diodes. I like that. You get your messages, your weather, female 28-day cycle tracking. There are your music settings, some breath training, stopwatch and timer. I've used the timer, that works fine. You can set an alarm clock, business card, calendar, calculator, find your phone, and use this as a remote trigger for your phone camera. So those are the basics. The key feature in this watch, if you swipe down, is this little flashlight mode. Okay, I'm going to press that on and you will see the LED light on the side of the watch come on. All right, I'm going to throw this back on my wrist and give you my final thoughts and opinions here. Okay, so when you want to tether this with your phone, you'll swipe down and press the little phone setting here, and then for call audio, turn that on and it will connect to your phone. And you can see here, here's the KE3 model smartwatch. There's that flashlight mode. You see that again. It's a pretty bright light. And I think since this light is on the right side of the watch, it's probably only suitable for people who wear their watch on the left hand. Because when you're engaged in activities, then it's going to be shooting forward in front of you rather than back up your arm. So I would say this flashlight is great if you wear it on the left hand. You know, this guy is IP68 waterproof. It's got a beautiful 360 by 360 pixel display. It's got a 1.45 inch diameter display. Alloy body, as I talked about, the heart rate, SpO2, sleep tracking, and weather. This is selling on Temu right now for $22.48. For what it is and what it does, if you want an IP68 waterproof smartwatch with Bluetooth calling features, I would say this is an excellent value for less than $23. I'll drop a link below. Go check it out. This channel is primarily about kayaking, but I do smartwatch reviews, but A, because I have a special interest in the technology, and B, because it helps me monetize this site. Go check out all my fitness tracker and smartwatch reviews on that playlist on my YouTube channel. And otherwise, if you're in for some kayaking adventures and fun, come check me out at davethekayaker.com. All right, stay tuned. Got some more smartwatches in the queue. They'll be trickling out over the next couple weeks. Thank you.
When you want an extraordinary racing kayak made in the finest American tradition, or maybe just own a piece of American kayaking history, you want a West Side Boat Shop kayak, now available from davethekayaker.com. West Side Boat Shop kayaks. The tradition continues.